Hello, everybody. Welcome back up here. And hopefully everything is okay. Just so you remind you that Mercury retrograde begins to be in effect. It's a pre-shadow period, so expecting a lot of communications broke down, a lot of lack of communications for it. Computers issues. It's just I know how that goes. I had a computer issues for it, but talking about this in there, um, hopefully you are understanding that during these periods of time for it, until you get this puzzle solves out and you integrating everything, you need to stay put. And today's going to be one of these energies to sit down with you and see what could be the positive action create, what the negative actions will create, but refrain from actions. And this is why when you don't have the full picture in there, you need to put that puzzles in there. You need to integrate it in there. The both, the right, the wrong, the positive, the negative, for it. And this is going to be this energy of overnight of the moon being with Jupiter squaring Saturn. Is like, don't do anything. This is going to be that energies in the morning for it. Follow it with that because this is going to help you. For it, you're going to feel like restricted. You're going to feel like everything that you're trying to achieve in there is not going well. So keeping up your wisdom with you about this for it because the energy is going to be asking you really to step back, to sit down with yourself, to actually does this self evaluations before this shift of Mercury, who is going retrograde in there. So with that being said, here you guys see it. This is a the situation at 7 o'clock, as you see it here on the top. The intuition, the growth, and Mars. They are squaring Saturn up here to it. Mars is not that much, but you're gonna beginning to feel it. This energies as it affects because he's affecting Jupiter, and through that, it is the growth telling you like now it's not the time really to actions in there because nothing good can grow. You are limited in there. Limit yourself from actions that can do harm because you can harm others or you can harm yourself. But at the same time, you have to see what can you do to grow in there. So with that being said, the day is going to be quite interesting for this. Here it's the energy of 8 o'clock. Mercury, man, Mercury is going to be squaring Mars, and talking about these actions in there, either going to have intense communications, or you're looking at not to talk nothing about it. Be mindful if the communications or lack of communications aggravate you. And you need to understand anger is a weakness in there. And right now, within the duality in there, should I say or should I not, to be or not to be, for it, it is about calling for this, sitting down. Since Saturn is suppressing the emotions in there, it's telling you don't think. But that also means don't overthink. It's just to sit down and let the things sink in. You can meditate. You can. You get a chance to take day off of work. Will be nice. For it, take a time for your own self. This is gonna be even if you just spend like 1 hour at work, lunch time or a break time. Take you this time for you today. Even if you come back after work, but take that time. All right, talking about 9 o'clock, that energy is gonna come too strong about this. The midheaven, Mars, and Jupiter, and the Moon, they're all gonna be at Gemini, squaring the ascendant, squaring Saturn. All this energy is about limits. But when you stay put, you're gonna be able to find the synchronization energies. They're gonna comes in naturally. So the natural path of events comes naturally to you. it doesn't come naturally to you, if it doesn't comes in at this kind of like a levels within yourself about you have to push, you have to push, you have to rush, you have to force, nothing good is coming. And this is why that energies are suppressing. Uranus is squaring Venus, is suppressing the love is in there, just so you can pay clears to the patterns. That's mean like if you don't know all the story, take your time to learn over the story. If you don't know something about certain situations in full, don't engage, but trying to understand it. Go do a research. This is why you have to stay put. You are about to learn precious moments about things about yourself for it. All right, talking about 10 o'clock, Midheaven is still going to be at Gemini in there. It's going to be still squaring this for it. You, of course, you got to have the duality, but the duality comes in to determine these actions. Okay, but that doesn't mean you have to stay in that duality, isn't there? Okay, stay in the duality and do nothing. It is about not that purpose. Seek within the duality and understand what you need to do. Okay, that is a preparations for the moon to go back home the Cancer. Okay, so when we have this energies in there to it, pay attention to the patterns that it comes out to you. You may gonna get a great messages that's gonna come in. Talking about Pluto is still and it's going to be putting these divine messages towards Mercury. This is the moment that when you zip it up your ego, you zip it up your heart, you zip it up everything that you know, you're going to be learning what you need to know. Understand? But the more you know, the more you understand you don't know. And this is why when you stay put today, you're going to get some energies of upgrading. And that is going to be helping you with the transitions of Mercury retrograde. Mercury is going to tell you, here is the wisdom that's been given to you. What are you going to do with this wisdom? We need to reevaluate the past, and then we're going to move forward with brand new understanding. So please refrain from any engagement of new relationships, new ideas, new businesses, new contracts, everything new. Why? Because you have to learn how to do it properly. So in the next month, please, if you're starting something new, be mindful about it with this. This is why the reason today you need to stay put. All right. Rough times it's gonna be when at the moon it's gonna be coming in about the Cancer. That's gonna be square the knots and Lilith in there. That energy is gonna be more about family balance and what it's me. If you don't have balance within you, there will be no balance in the family, then there will be no balance in the relationships. And that is what triggers this. But if you learning the proper way of communicating, you evolving, you are maturing within your communications, that is the key you need to follow for it. So before you speak, think. Before you think, know. Before you know, it is advice. Okay, talking about it, 12 o'clock at noon, later on, the ascendant is going to give you the divine energies of wisdom with Saturn. Perfect time. If you have something within that 17 degrees of Libra, plus minus 5 degrees, that's mean 12 till 22nd of Libra, you're probably getting a lot of wisdom right now. But since Saturn is squaring the moon and Jupiter in there, it is about the wrong growth, the wrong energies. While everything is asking you about seeking the wisdom, the balance within, because the ascendant actually it's trining Mars, Jupiter, and the moon. That is the intuition, the mother, that is a Zeus, that is the growth, and that is the actions. So choosing the wise actions for it comes from where? For being stopped for a minute. Stop and calm down and become more wise. All right, talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 1 o'clock authority time. pretty good energies about, except that Sun with Pluto's energies, he probably a lack of transitions, lack of transformations, lack of upgrades. It's coming to you. You're seeking what is lacking within you, whatever that might be. That might be in a physical, emotional, energetic, and everything in there. But the ascendant shows you the points. Seek the vision and clarity, and let things the universe to handle. You do that for it. Very beautiful energies with the intuitions. Very beautiful energies about love, and that energy between Venus and Chiron. Take your time to heal the wounds from either past relationship, healing wounds from the past that it's coming, because the authority is looking to achieve itself. Okay, but what authority? The proper authority in that. And this is going to be our preparations for this gaining wisdom, because that through the rest of the Leo season we are going to have Mercury's going back into Leo. Okay, that is it, to gain the wisdom of the proper ruler and removing the dictatorships, the demanding, the admirations that that everyone has to bow in front of you and so on. But if that happens naturally and everyone is appreciating you because you are naturally born leader there within yourself, and naturally things happen, that's what you're gonna be looking for. Because the quality of that is matter. But before you do this, step up. Step up in you to realizing what is the wrong, what is the right, what is the actions gonna do, and so on and so on. All right, another divine energy is gonna comes out in the horizon. You're gonna be seeking within the shadow. The midheaven is gonna be with Venus in there. You're gonna be looking at those patterns. Mother-daughter relationships. This is gonna be, what did you learn the love from the mother? Maybe some of the parents things is gonna come in. Maybe you're gonna be reconnect to the mother. Very beautiful energy of building the mother, the mothering intuition within, and healed patterns. Chiron doesn't have negative aspects right now, and that Chiron is healing the patterns. But you can't hear that Chiron if you're not calming down your mind. Okay? And the mind, it's coming from where? From the intuition is Saturn squaring Jupiter and the moon. It tells stop. Stop overthinking. Let the things flow. All right. The next hour, the midheaven is going to be at Virgo. That is a divine energies with the North Node. Your destiny that it's calling. The ascendant is at Scorpio. That is a divine energies with the moon. Focus within the divine. Of course, when there is nothing works and then there's nothing's left, what do you need to do? Focus within the divine. But what do? You stay in the church, or you stay in the temple, or you staying in there at if you're Muslim at the Jamia, and you just go out there and zip it. You know, you just zip it in there because that mind of yours, it's too much in troubles, and you there living the things into the divine. Okay, and this is what is that energy. It goes in there. If you take that energies from Virgo, everything to be this perfections and so on and so on. Sometimes not everything has to be perfect, but it has to be right. And that gentlemental or this is energy of preparations for this from within you. Okay, that is it about. I'm good enough. I'm a perfect, and I can make it perfections. This is the last personal zodiac sign, because later on that energy moves to where? To the first zodiac signs of relationships, which is Libra. Okay, this is why that transitions is in there. Okay, that transitions for it, it's the beginning the life with others. But you, that power of healing yourself is within you. And now these divine energies with the North Node is the divine, it's calling you. Pay attention to what you have at this degrees of the beginning of Virgo to the all the way to the mid Virgo. We're talking about from the first degree of Virgo all the way up into the 15 degrees of Virgo. That energy is gonna comes in, but that is also gonna be tied up in the next hour with the true Lilith. Okay, and you see it here on the chart. That's what the true Lilith is. For it's a 4 o'clock. That is it. These healing patterns. Yeah, there is a pressures. Yes, there is a lot of squaring. T squares from the moon. Saturn is opposing. Refrain from actions. Why? Because you're gonna mess it up. And this type of messing up in there is gonna also have a lessons. But what about if you sit down with you and take the wisdom and outgrow the problems? And this is why you need to stay put. Okay? This is why this evaluation is going to be a great day if you do this from within you. All right. Talking about the midheaven, it's going to be from looking at from the past perspective or the past experiences in there. That is going to be connecting to the south node. For the ascendant is at Sag, trining with the sun. You take that authority in there. You start putting the things in place. You start taking the puzzles out. Okay? But you're not doing any active actions in the 3D. Because you want to see the full picture. You want to see this puzzle of life. You want to be seen. If I do this piece here, if I do these actions with about this situation, how is it gonna look? And when you take the wrong piece and you put it into there, guess what happens? It's gonna tell you it's the wrong piece. It's the wrong actions. And you're maturing. You're growing. You're getting into yourself much better. All right, talking about 6 o'clock midheaven, it's going to be with Libra. You saw this. And now you're understanding this balancing that the right piece has to be in the right place. The right person has to be in the right spot. The right emotions towards certain people, certain things, and so on. It has to be the right thing. The first thing is where? That person, you. And you do that personal power, you're going to be able to find everything that you're going to actually need, because this is a divine energies from both Uranus and Neptune. Okay, and in about a month, Uranus is going to be turning retrograde as well. We are going to have a lot of retrograde spiritual season works is coming. And you're going to be seeing it that whatever it's going to be passing in through Libra, this is going to be interesting energies for it. And the Libra new moon, this is going to be a powerful trigger. I'm talking about Mercury, Venus, the Sun, the Moon, and Lilith is going to be coming together. So it's a south node. We are talking about deep evaluations from but that begins now. Okay, it begins for right now. You're feeling it because the gravity is going to shift. It's going to change. This is why you study, to have a better relationships, standing relationships. And guess what? Relationships is going to be tested. Not when everything is beautiful and you have the pink glasses and everything is good and great. No. Relationship are tested in the tough times, in the tough situations, in this kind of like a storms in life. That's how the love grows, by passing through that storms. But you do not have to create those storms when your emotions, your ego is not in a place. Your soul has to be committed. This is why stay put right now, is to put things in the perspective in yourself. All right, you're going to find that out, that this what you did is a very good. It's a shadow work, and that shadow work is going to bring you the growth. Jupiter and the North Node are in divine energies with the inner work and the shadow. Yeah, but you have to overcome the authority if I don't want to change. This is like, oh yeah, I see this piece It's got to go in there. We need to refigure the puzzle. We need to figure out everything. And this is what happens. A lot of the people, what do? When they don't like the picture that it's coming in life, they tossing that picture and they start projecting another picture. And they have this unfinished things that chasing them down. Now, don't do anything new. Take this old picture. It's like, it's time for me to figure this out. I have to figure things out. Okay. This is that statue of, I don't remember who was, but the statue comes in as an energy, very popular statue about it, of this wisdom that, what should I do? All right, great time at 8 o'clock. That is a sentence that it's telling you, yes, the work what it's done, it's gonna come out. It's gonna be at the public. The public's gonna be great because you're an example. Mercury, Venus, the moon, it's coming. All it works in there. Okay, but your midheaven is gonna have to face the challenges of the universe. But does it really have to be going against it? Because if you look at it, the midheaven goes into a Neptune, and Neptune is connecting to Uranus. So this opposition, not really. But you need to take a time to see that vision, because if you automatically you're using your ego and you're rejecting that, guess what? That same vision is gonna come back to you. It's gonna chase you down. It's an unfinished business. It's unfinished things. So stay put and finish the stuff you need to do. All right, the next hour, which is going to be at 9 p.m. For it, be mindful about those expressions of Mars and Jupiter. Oh, this is not working. Oh, this is not growing. Oh, this is not this. This is not that. The ascendant of Aquarius is like looking to the authority. Come on, we got to move to these new things. We got to get in there. You're going to feel pressure of like going into the new. Yeah, but you have to learn what the new is. And you don't have the full picture of the new. This is why you sit down to see what is the next step, what is the next things. But you want to do things. And this is why refraining from those actions, especially with Mars right now, of creating all that in there, and especially that Uranus right now, it is going to be squaring Mercury. Tell like, hey, zip it up what you're going to do, but finish what you already started, because I'm going to be teaching you things. Powerful moments coming to you guys, to us all. I'm actually included, so I'm not excluding myself of this. Too. So 10 o'clock energies there. The universe is going to be reminding you about this energy. Very powerful expressions, videos, communications, books, anything that you need. If you have psychology problem, go study psychology. If you have philosophy problem of telling positive things to yourself, go look at it, stoicism, or go look at it, neo-paganism in there, to see the basics stuff for it. Yeah, it's going to be opposing with your emotions. Your emotions can be triggered. This is a squaring the mean Lilith, and it's squaring Neptune. You're basically going to have this darkness from with you, and you're like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to get this. Expand a little bit. Find your love in there. Very beautiful powers with Venus. Finding that healing patterns and begin to change, because the energy from above with that work that you're going to do at this hour is going to come down to a Venus and a Chiron, and it's going to go back into your intuition. You are right now maturing your intuition. This is why the moon is there, because the moon is going to be transitioning into Cancer. You want to have these proper energies of how to act and react and put your stuff together in the family. Great family create a great society. All right, and of course, the divine energies from Mars and the Sun, they have been coming, but they are going to be triggering the Lilith. They're going to be triggering the knots in there with for it, and seeing at this too. There's going to be beginning of these divine energies with Pluto, which is the moon right now. Is going to be joining that divine energies. And the divine, when it's teaching your intuition, you're getting those upgrades, you're getting those downloads. And that's what you should do. Because overnight, you're going to be shifting. Overnight, the moon is going to be shifting into Cancer. Because tomorrow, you're going to dealing with the family stuff. But on the base of what you did today. Remove some of the stuff, maybe some of the toxic patterns within yourself, toxic thinking within yourself, negative thoughts towards yourself and others. Understand them and understand if I do something positive, what is going to be. If I do any positive actions towards these people, what it's going to be. And then all this is going to come into you in a very powerful, divine way that you are not going to feel sorry about later because you are not going to have disagreements with your soul. Okay, guys, and this is why stay put. To listen to soul and don't have disagreements personally from within you, but also with everyone else. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you guys for watching, and come back here for another astrology and wisdom, guys.